Hi everybody, this is the Planet Earth here. Going to be talking about the moderate risk of severe weather for about Toledo to about Chicago to about Zion, and Milwaukee to about me. See, I live in the Dayton area. So, me being in the Dayton area, you know, this is not really a good thing, and it's just not a good thing. Now, the storms that you're currently seeing on the radar, these are actual storms that are, they issued a severe thunderstorm watch for Maryland and looks like Northern Virginia. They include, okay, well, looks like they included there too. Okay, and parts of New Jersey, looks like up to about Belmar. But anyway, that's not what I'm concerned about, because I live in this area, and it's concerning to have a moderate risk for severe weather. The main threat is going to be the damaging winds. And because the mesoanalyst here, I'm trying to show you guys for day 2. I'm sorry, here. Day 2, mesoanalyst, this is what's happening. So, I live in the Dayton area. I'm only 2 counties away from the moderate risk area. Now, what happens in a moderate risk, you know, this is one of the highest you can get besides high risk. A moderate risk is good enough to produce some devastating thunderstorms. And this is the only area in the United States that's having this issue at this point. So, you know, living next to a moderate risk, which I've never seen before, you know, when I lived in Texas, I never really saw a moderate risk in the San Antonio area. So sometimes we hit enhanced, but not moderate risk. But a moderate risk, you know, this is pretty serious. So up to about Milwaukee, I thought it was going to be Zion, but it's like up to Milwaukee, down towards west of Toledo. And at Toledo, you're going to get it, okay? If you're that close to it, you're going to get it anyway. Now, what's going to happen is, and I talked to the National Weather Service. The National Weather Service person said that the storms are going to head from northwest to southeast. Or west to east, and it's just going to get bad. And I'm in the enhanced area for severe weather, but they said this will change as the day progresses. It could change, could stay the same, or it could move south or east. So if it moves south, that means I'd be in the moderate risk for severe weather. Now, stuff that pops up like this, you know, this is not necessarily a good thing, because in a moderate risk, I mean, you're definitely going to start seeing some severe weather. And seeing the severe weather, it's not good. And I'm just south, you know, I'm not very far from these thunderstorms here. They're not severe, though, which is good. Now, like I said, you know, being in the moderate risk area, all you got to do is be near it to get the severe weather. You can be within 30, 40 miles, 50 miles of a moderate risk area and still get the exact same thing. People like in Fort Wayne, Indiana, Angola, South Bend, Chicago, Kankakee, and I don't know how to say that one. And I'm not going to say it right. But if you're in the Midwest, northern Midwest, and you live near Illinois, if you live in Indiana, northern Indiana, if you live in central Indiana, if you live in northwest Ohio, or if you live in southwest Michigan, you need to watch out for what's going on here, because it's going to get very naughty tomorrow. Regardless. If it doesn't hit the Dayton area, you know, you're still in the enhanced risk for severe weather. That's pretty up there instead of a slight, moderate. A slight, okay, so how it goes up in the scale is you have a slight, you have a enhanced, you have a marginal, you have a slight, you have an enhanced, and then you have moderate, and then you have a high risk. Now, if you have a high risk for severe weather, you might as well just kiss your ass goodbye, because, yeah, you might as well just kiss your ass goodbye. But a moderate, you're still going to see severe weather, damaging winds, There's going to be a few tornadoes between Chicago and I'm going to say northwest Ohio, but I'll mainly say Indiana and southwest Michigan. So if you're in that moderate risk for severe weather, just watch out. So I'm not very far from it. If you see the date in here, and there's Piqua, Richmond, Oxford, Cincinnati. I'm only 2 counties away from the moderate risk, so 2 counties from a moderate risk, it's not very far. So I say the storm's going to start blowing up in Indiana and southwest towards Chicago, and then they're going to move southeast. I just don't know, but we're still in an enhanced risk. So I'm hoping that these storms that form tomorrow don't produce any tornadoes. Unfortunately, there's going to be at least one, I'm assuming. But if not, there's going to be so much wind damage for tomorrow's storms. So if you live anywhere from Rockford, Illinois, about, I want to get technical. If you live anywhere from about Iowa Falls to about maybe Butler, Pennsylvania, expect severe weather. If you live anywhere from about Lexington area to about Springfield, Illinois, expect severe weather, or at least expect a heavy thunderstorm. But if you live anywhere from Manchester, Iowa to about, looks like Mansfield, Ohio, expect a really good chance of severe weather. And then if you live anywhere from Findlay to about Dixon, Illinois, expect really severe weather. And then if you live from Milwaukee to about Lafayette, expect severe weather, really severe weather. And the main threat is going to be damaging winds. I mean, we're not talking about 60-mile-an-hour winds. We're talking like 70, 80, mesoscale kind of downburst type of storms. So expect those things. So they just issued a severe thunderstorm warning for, what county is that? Or what city is that? Looks like Portsmouth. Yeah, it looks like they just issued a severe thunderstorm warning for West Union. Looks like it's heading southeast. Let's see where that storm track is. Let's look at the, let's see. It's not working. That's not good. Looks like West Union's got a severe thunderstorm in Portsmouth. And they just issued severe thunderstorm warning for it. But other than that, though, just guys, be watching out if you live anywhere in these 5 states. If you're in southeast, extreme southeast, Wisconsin, northeast, Chicago, northeast Illinois, anywhere north of Indianapolis, actually anywhere from Indianapolis, watch out. And if you live anywhere in West Ohio, Northwest Ohio, all the way up to, looks like North Central, just say the whole Northeast Ohio, anywhere north of Cincinnati, all the way to Pittsburgh, just watch out for the severe weather, because tomorrow is not going to be a good day for people that live in northern Indiana, Chicago, and Toledo, and Lima, Ohio. And if you live in the Dayton area, expect really bad weather tomorrow, because the storms are supposed to take a northwest trend to southeast. At least that's what the National Weather Service guy said. But it could take a southwest to northeast or western to eastern. But I think mainly they're just going to pop up like this. And then there's going to be storms that pop up here and then turn really severe by the time they get to there. But I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the Planet Earth here. Keep an eye on the sky.